The acceptance of Gentiles into the church brought up many questions. At that time, the vast majority of Christians were Jewish. People asked, do Gentiles first need to become Jewish and then Christian, or can they jump straight from being Gentile to being a Christian? And what about some of the important Jewish laws like circumcision, or specific laws relating to food or the Sabbath? Do Gentiles need to do those things? In Acts chapter 15, church leaders came together in Jerusalem to determine an answer to these questions. It's interesting to note that there was initial disagreement. We read some believers who belonged to the sect of the Pharisees, meaning these are Pharisees who have now joined the Church of Jesus Christ, stood up and said, it is necessary for Gentiles to be circumcised in order to keep the law of Moses. You know that Pharisees are very focused on the law, so it probably doesn't surprise you that they wanted Gentiles to obey all aspects of Jewish tradition. Then the apostles and the elders met together to consider this matter. After there had been much debate, Peter stood up and said to them, my brothers, you know that in the early days God made a choice among you, that I should be the one through whom the Gentiles would hear the message of the good news and become believers. He's referring now to the experience with Cornelius and the vision of the beasts. And God, who knows the human heart, testified to them by giving them the Holy Spirit, just as he did to us. And in cleansing their hearts by faith, he has made no distinction between them and us. After some discussion, the church leaders determined that Gentiles do not need to follow all the laws of Moses. Yes, there are some basic laws they should keep, like the law of chastity and avoiding idolatry, but they didn't need to keep all the rules associated with Judaism. Again, it's hard for us to imagine how radical of a revelation this was, but it's part of a pattern of the apostles leading the church under the direction of Christ, even when it takes them into new territory. We see that same pattern in our day as modern apostles and prophets receive ongoing direction directly from Jesus Christ.
To see more videos like this one, simply search Seeking Jesus.